Another interesting technique is to abuse the PowerShell profile. And I have to admit that this technique would not work on every Windows machine. It's configuration specific, I would say. And the reason is that we are going to hijack the environment setting when the PowerShell is started. So this technique actually relies on, that something is running PowerShell on the machine, which is not like something which just happens by default. But there are some cases where, for example, in corporate networks, that something is being run like some kind of script, for example, logon script, which does something at the user's logon, and for that it uses PowerShell. So in these cases, you might use that PowerShell profile persistence technique. And this is how it works. Basically, when the PowerShell is being started, it uses special settings, configuration settings, environment settings, which are held in so-called profiles. And profiles can be set per user or per machine. And for the users, you have to create a profile.ps1 file in a specific folder. And this folder, so let me show you where it lives. If you go to home path, documents, as far as I remember, documents, and Windows PowerShell. Yep, in this folder, if you create a file called profile.ps1, it will be launched every time the PowerShell process is run under the specific user. All right, so let's do that. Let's create a simple profile PS, which will contain only one line launching our implant. And that's actually it. Okay, so now when the user or some other mechanism runs PowerShell, it will go to and check if the profile.ps1 exists, and if so, it will run it in the context of the user. And to verify, we can see the exact hierarchy between. So the PowerShell was run, and then it launched. It actually checked the profile.ps1 file, which launched our implant, which at the end launched our notepad. All right. So that is how it works. So again, as always, it's good to remove that persistence before we go to the next technique.